Yeah, there's 2 parchments. I have them in my inventory.
All right.
There's also a metal. I can't remember if that was from this, but a metal band on one of their necks.
It was on his neck. Yep.
Yeah, and I can't remember. We said that wasn't magical. I can't remember.
It was not magical. No.
Okay. It had no markings or anything on it. I remember, right?
No, it didn't. Actually, let me double check. I don't think it did.
Okay.
Actually, it does. Yes, the band does have a small inscription on it.
Can I read it?
Okay. Do you know, or what languages do you speak?
I don't speak Undercommon, if that's what we need for this. I speak Gnomish. I mean, I could do comprehend languages if I have to, but I speak like Gnomish, Human, Draconic, Celestial, or Common, Celestial.
It is Undercommon. You can either cast comprehend languages or Avarice knows it.
Yeah, Avarice, I think, knows it, so I'll hand it to Avarice so we don't waste time.
The translator. He kind of glances at it. He says it's a name.
Oh, what's the name?
Carmela.
Okay.
If it posted in the chat, I don't know if it did.
It did.
Okay.
Tamale. Very cool.
Yes, exactly.
And
I'm unsettled at how close that is to my name.
oh yeah, kind of, yeah. So the 2 pieces of parchment, I'm assuming there's writing on them. Can I read it, or is it Undercommon? I need to turn it over to Avarice.
You open up the first one, and it's Undercommon.
Okay, I hand it to Avarice.
All right. He grasps it and starts reading it. He says it's a list of people. It's not specific. It just says it's kind of like a PowerPoint, not a PowerPoint, bullet points. That would be pretty. That would be pretty strange.
PowerPoint.
It's magic.
It uses way too many transitions, you know.
That at each bullet it says the first one says 4 humans, the second one says 2 elves, and the third one says 2 pigs, one of each gender.
Pigs?
Yep.
4 humans, 2 elves, 2 pigs.
Yep.
How many humans are in our group?
2.
Okay, so that was then.
Who's the second one? Oh.
How many pigs do we currently have in our group?
Tarm, you're human?
I can be a pig. I
am human. Last time I looked.
I couldn't remember.
I could be a pig too.
I was thinking.
Yeah, but that's not natural. You have to cast a spell to do that. I can do it naturally.
I don't know if shape-shifting druid magic is natural. Is that the way the gods intended for it to be?
I think so.
I don't know about that. Sounds like some sort of weird, evil ritual, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're building an ark
or a shopping list
for a weird evil ritual.
Dinner.
This seems like hags.
What, Avarice, would hags normally have shopping lists like this?
No. They would normally, if anything, they would seek young children. I mean, possible the humans and elves could be humans, or children, but the pigs wouldn't really indicate that. Unless they're trying to do something with that, I'm not sure.
Unless they meant gnome.
Heno kind of looks around a little bit shifty-eyed. I don't think they want any gnomes. Gnomes are majestic, noble creatures.
Well, to them, a gnome could look like a child, couldn't it?
I suppose. I mean, I don't really look childlike, I don't think. Anyway, we got a second piece of parchment, don't we? Is this also Undercommon? If so, I turn over to Avarice.
It is. It looks like it was sealed at one point, but it's been opened. And you
do I recognize the seal? Because wasn't the did we find some sort of seal in? I can't remember if I'm misremembering this, but in the last city room during that whole big encounter with the drow, When we busted into that one guy's room that was like the king's evil advisor, wasn't there a seal there or something?
On the book, there was not.
Okay. There wasn't any seals in that room?
No, all you had to do was
Okay.
just whisper the incantation to
Okay.
open up the writing in the book.
Okay, that's right. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, so.
But this one, there is an image on the seal itself. It looks like kind of like a stamp. It's like it's a giant spider with a female head, and it's on a pedestal.
Oh boy.
Loth.
That's probably Loth.
What is it? It's not Loth. It's.
I think it can be
Wolf.
pronounced different ways, but
I could just
Evil
remember
spider lady.
there's two ways to spell it. The book I'm reading has it LLOTH, and I knew you had a different way, and I couldn't remember what it was.
It's like tomato, right?
Yep. Or versions of D&D.
Well, she did say to us that it was from Salus's organisation, whatever's going on down here, so that doesn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm. Well, each one of them want to bring back a different god. So, because like she said, her master, the demon lady said her master's trying to bring back somebody else. So clearly these ones are specifically might be associated with Silas's group, since we know they're drow. And we got
Didn't she say that one of them is what we're dealing with that knew Salus?
Oh, yeah, I think she didn't she?
Or they just live here?
She didn't necessarily indicate they completely knew each other, but they were part of the same organization, yeah.
All right. So what's on the actual note then? Or is it just the seal?
There is writing on it. I'm just going to read it, but Avers tells you this. It looks similar to like a permit. You start reading through, and it's for a one-time departure from a place you haven't heard of. It's called, here I'll write it as well. Talafalia.
Would this be something I would maybe know anything about from reading my books?
We've heard that name before.
You have not, actually.
We heard something very similar to it last time.
Yeah, you can make a history check.
Okay. Let's go see what we get this. Come on, big money. 11.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, well. Should have used my 18.
But
well, judging by the fact this is an undercommon, this is probably an undercommon city.
Yeah.
It's signed, but the permit is signed under a person named Travanor Imbalo.
Okay.
The recipient of the permit. And then below, underneath all the formal writing, it's signed by 3 different names. One of them is called the Advisor of Excursions, Palinora. The second is the Owner of Departing, or the Independent, Tarmala, which is actually the name that you found on the band around this night. And then the third is the Military Acknowledgement, a departure signed by Bolero. I can spell those out too if you need.
I can't remember. Did Averts do a roll for Drow knowledge last time?
He did, yes.
He did okay. He didn't get natural 20, but he was pretty high, right?
He didn't get 2. I know.
Oh,
what was the second one?
The second one that was
Advisor of Excursion.
Advisor Excursions, and then Owner of a departing person or an independent.
Hey, Fid, are you proficient in history?
Yeah, I've checked.
On your character sheet, if you have a bubble right next to history.
Yeah, I have a +5 for that.
Okay, you can make a history check too. See if you know this place.
22.
22. You actually have heard of this. This is a Drow city. You don't know its location. You haven't heard much about it, but you know it exists.
What was the third name?
Bullrow? Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I guess I'm confused.
Oh, yeah, because like, there was one that was signed by, and there was 3 names underneath it.
The
So was it
second
just-
one was the name that was on the band.
Oh, right.
Okay.
They're both the same name, Tarmala. And then there is a
Oh, so it's a slave collar. I gotcha.
Yeah.
there is a 4th signature or place to sign, but has not been signed yet, and it says military acknowledgement of return. But that's all there is on the paper, as far as you can see.
So this place that we're in, is there an exit to go further deeper in?
There
We were in a cavern, right? When we
2.
fought him.
There are 2 exits, one to your left and one directly forward. And I don't think you were. I remember you said last time you wanted to check the tents, but I did not let you just because we were short on time. If you want to do that now, you can.
Okay. Anyone want to check the tents with me or something?
Sure, Avery's one.
All right.
Can I just use the 20 you rolled on my dice already?
I can take your dice if you want.
Much better. Unnatural 20.
They're fairly empty. One of them does have a chest in it. You just see bedrolls in all of them, though.
Okay. As a chest, I'm going to cast Mage Hand, and stepping away from the chest, like let's say 15, 20 feet, I'm going to open it up, or attempt to open it up with Mage Hand.
Okay. It opens up.
Because we didn't find a key on anybody.
No.
Okay, it opens up.
It opens up. No trap or lock or anything.
Okay, I'm going to peek into the chest.
All right. You see inside. Looks like chains with kind of similar neck collars. There's 6 of them. They all meet at one point.
Do they all appear to be the same size?
Yes.
Like, what kind of figure would they hold? Like a medium-sized person?
Like medium size. Yeah.
Okay. That's all that's in there is chains?
Yes.
I don't like tell the group. I think we found the chains they were using for their shopping list. I don't know if we want to do anything with them.
I don't know. Do we have need for slaver chains?
I don't know. Into the bag of holding it goes. Let's shove them all into the bag of holding.
All right. But you now have a set of 6 chains.
Yeah.
Might be useful if we're capturing people and sending them back to prison again.
Oh, which way do you think we should go? Hey, Fit, what's your character's name again? By the way, I'm horrible with names.
Aegius.
Ergius?
Yeah.
Ergius? Oh, Ergius. Okay. I know, Ergius, Corian. Rest of y'all, which way do you think we should go?
We need to rest.
Oh.
I thought we already did take a
Yeah,
rest.
we did. During the end of the last campaign, we did, because I used some spell slots things.
We have second rest.
Okay.
Sleep another 8 hours.
Did we sleep 8 hours?
We did just.
Oh, that's right, we had a
did,
long rest, didn't we?
Oh.
We only took a short rest, I thought, because I spent hit dice.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
it's been-
we did do a short rest, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah,
We did
short
initially. We initially did a short rest, but then Corian said, "Let's sleep here for the night." At the end of the last campaign, and I think that we were going to go into a long rest, but we took a short rest too in case something attacked us at night. So yeah. So at this point, we could take a long rest, I guess.
Okay.
That's a plan, right? That's what you were saying last week, Corian.
Mm-hmm.
What time of day is it right now? I suppose we don't know, do we?
You do not know.
It was late afternoon when we got here. Or middle of the day. But we've been underground for a while now.
Yes. I'd say a couple hours you've been underground. Are you doing the your spell, or you?
Of course, I'm putting down alert spells. I want to put down one alert spell on each of the doorways coming into the cave, and then that should be sufficient. And so the way we came, actually I say 3. So 1 on each of the left and right path, and then the way we came, alert spell, and then I'm going to tiny hut us.
You should put the tiny hut at the mouth of one of the caves we haven't been down.
Okay, in case something you want to just be in the middle of the cavern with it or anything.
Well, I imagine the tiny hut's got to be bigger than the cave, like the tunnel. You could just plug off the tunnel.
Can't plug out the tunnel. Yeah, Corey, and I didn't think of that. I want to do a Corey instead and have us make camp right at the mouth of one of the caves.
Okay.
We'll say the left.
Okay. So you set up your hut right there.
Mm-hmm.
And are you guys going to rest now, or is there anything else you guys wish to do?
Nope.
I mean, I'll take first watch.
Okay. Actually, I'll do.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. You killed Owly. Can I spend an hour and recast Owly?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
So, if while you guys sleep, everyone can do your perception check.
Yep.
Oh, wow. 23.
3.
Perception 5.
I think I got a 5 as well, but Owly is going to get much better, hopefully. Come on, baby. I'm getting a little bit of lag in the game right now. Are any of you guys experiencing that? 16.
Nope.
Probably.
16?
For my dice. I'm going to reconnect.
Okay. As you guys rest, Corn, you do, as you are kind of staying up for your particular watch, you do feel the ground vibrate a bit.
Okay.
You sit still. It lasts for about a minute, and then it fades away. But other than that, your watch is uneventful. And nobody else's watches. You don't see anything.
Okay, well, I ought to let whoever was next know that I felt vibrations, but...
Okay, yeah, you could do that.
Okay. New divine rolls for today.
Okay.
9 and 8.
All right.
Love those little rolls.
So, you guys wake up to no sun, just more darkness. What would you guys like to do?
Eat breakfast.
All right.
Cold breakfast.
Yeah.
I can heat food with my spell if you guys would like it to be a hot breakfast.
Nope.
All right. I cast precipitation on my breakfast to make it hot and tastier.
All right.
What are we
Anyone
even
else?
eating? What do we even have?
Rations.
I think
Oh.
rations. Deer.
Yeah,
We do have a lot of deer.
We've got jerky. We've got. I guess we would have eaten whatever it was that was at the mansion by this point.
Yes.
So mostly jerky and travel biscuits.
Did the drow people have any food on them?
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, 4 humans, 2 elves, 2 pigs.
Possibly.
All right. 19.
They do have food. Each has a set of rations that can last a day.
I say, hey, we can eat this.
Is it trustworthy?
I don't know. I'm not a food expert. Smells okay.
Yeah, it does appear normal.
Doesn't appear to be elf.
You try first.
I brought
I
a
got
ton
good
of food, so I'm not worried.
I decide to nibble on drow snacks.
All right.
No, make a Constitution saving throw.
I got +2 Constitution, baby, so I can handle this.
It's made from bugs and mushrooms.
Yep.
Precipitation, man. They taste delicious. It's the MSG. It's the MSG of D&D. Okay.
Well, you guys do manage to finish up eating. You dispel the hut, I assume.
Well, yeah. The moment I step outside of it, the hut dispels.
Yeah. Did you want to do anything else right now?
Guess we have to pick a direction.
We, I don't know, what do? Tarman would probably like another casting of Dark Vision.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He can't see.
How long does it last for?
8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours.
Oh, 8 hours, okay.
I give you Dark Vision.
I can see.
Yeah, you basically could not say anything, so.
Well, I assume we had like a torch on or something.
It does not help as much as you think it does. In this, it's like completely pitch black.
We could have that one bullseye lantern. Don't we have that, Corian or something? Could we use that?
We don't need it if we can all see in the dark.
No.
I'd like to try and, I guess, listen or smell down the tunnels to see if they're different.
Okay.
Dropdown's good with that.
Yeah. Yeah, let the dog do it. I can't. Dog will have way better smelling than I would.
Plus,
Other
does he
options.
have dark vision? I think he does.
Yeah, he has dark vision. He just has advantage on hearing and smelling checks, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to make a perception check for that and probably put him up like, 5-10 feet in front of the entrance. Not too far. To a point where I can still see him, but I can get a feel for what's down there.
Go ahead and both of you make perception checks.
We get advantage on
Who's
that.
both?
Thank God, because that's a 5. Perception.
Did you want me to roll one too?
18.
Yes.
Okay.
18, and then Corian.
Ooh, 7.
7. On a perception check?
Yeah.
Alright. You both kind of glance. Which one are you looking at? The forward or left?
You were
Forward.
standing by the one by the left.
Okay. Doesn't seem to have any odor or sounds emitting from it.
Just smells like a tunnel.
Yep.
Shall we go investigate the other one?
What did Drostin get?
He got an 18.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see if there's a difference in the other one.
Alright, go ahead and do another perception check.
And go for advantage because that was a 2. 20.
I also got a 20.
Nice.
Not a
You
not a
and
20.
not natural.
It's a 15 plus 5.
Awesome.
Same here.
You do the same thing, kind of putting your ear close, see if you can hear anything down this dark tunnel, but you do not hear anything, or of course smell anything either. This one you're looking at ahead of you, like sharply turns to the right.
Shall we flip a coin?
Are the floors clean?
Make a perception check.
It's a lot of perception checks. 23.
23. They appear natural, I guess. It looks like a regular cabin floor. It doesn't look like anything has really, besides the tents that are pitched up, nothing has really disturbed the ground.
Okay. I guess let's flip a coin.
Is that like a 1d4?
Sure. 1d4 divided by 2. Heads is 1, tails is 2. . Who's
Heads
rolling?
we go left.
Oh yeah, I guess we could do it that way. Heads we go left, tails we go forward.
Go for it, Corian.
Oh. It's heads. We go left.
All right. So you decide to go to the left. Ballora follows up behind you. You enter this way, and this part actually goes directly forward. You continue down this pathway for a couple minutes, after which you see it turns a little bit to the right, and you see it's just dead end.
Well, that rules that out.
All right,
Hold
this coin failed me.
Can I investigate to see if this really is a dead end?
Make a nature check.
A nature check. Could I have Avarice do the nature check and help him?
Sure, but
Avarice, are these rocks real?
let me see if they're real.
So I'll give you advantage then.
Just make sure you don't get tunnel vision.
Avarice kind of like starts poking it. Looks pretty real.
So would
Does it
tunnel
look
vision
like
help?
it's been caved in, or does it look like it's just a wall?
Is it natural?
It doesn't look like because you've seen the previous cave-in where there are like empty holes in between. This one looks like just solid stone.
Is there any markings on the ground or anything like that?
Perception check.
I'll try to do that separately. I have Owly look.
10.
I'm gonna look through Owly's eyes, actually. That's what I'll do. Owly found 16.
Or perception check as well.
Yeah, that was to look for markings. I'm looking through Owly's eyes.
Ali's eyes do not say anything.
Yeah.
And it is
see a
pretty
floor.
cramped in here. It's about 8 feet wide.
That's not that cramped.
Well, for you guys, it is. You guys have a lot of people, so.
Well, I assume we wouldn't all be standing in a line.
We're all grouped, huddled together in a scrum right next to the end of the tunnel.
There's got to be
guys are all-
something to this, man.
Climbing over each other to check the wall.
All right.
This
Well,
is pebble. Just look like a normal pebble.
I stand dramatically in front of the wall and yell "Open" in Celestial, and see what happens.
You guys hear the echo go up from behind you as well. Carries off into the tunnel. Nothing happens.
Just gonna start walking back to the
We
cavern.
should be careful about making loud noise. Corian
Oh.
heard vibration last night.
Oh. I was slightly gassy from those rations. Listen, the tiny hut lets out smells, okay? It's fine. Alright, follow everybody back.
All right. So, you're going to the next path, was that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just picture. So you go down this pathway and you turn right. It continues down for quite a bit. As you're walking through, you're walking through for several hours, and all you see is just stone and even more stone. It's also, of course, as always, pitch black. This pathway is about 5 feet wide.
Ooh, that's
And the
good.
direction, yeah,
That's wide for me.
and air is too. After traveling through this path, constantly changes directions, and before you start to question whether it's gonna end up anywhere, you turn left and see a rather like a deep decline, kind of like a negative 25 degree angle, and just go straight down in that direction.
Hmm. Small dark holes, my favourite.
This part right here is opened up to about 10 feet wide, by the way.
Large dark holes, my favourite.
the tunnel starts to slope down, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I got hung up on negative 25 degrees. I
can send Owly to scout ahead.
Well, I mean, what are we going to do? It's still the same straight tunnel, just now it goes down.
Yeah. Guess we're going down.
I'm not good at drawing.
Airgis, do you have thief type qualities?
Not really.
Okay. Just checking.
I think the only thing he has is a disguise kit. That's it. Which he is proficient at, by the way.
I was just wondering if he was, Oh, you know what? Tarnum is our detect traps person.
I have a spell for that.
I forget. Is that like a one-time thing, or is that like a constantly up thing?
It's concentration, I think.
Oh, is it?
I believe it's concentration. Let me check.
How long does it last?
I thought it was
probably an hour.
And then that was it.
Sorry, it's AFK.
All I can sense, though, is that something is trapped. I don't know what it is or what the mechanism is, but I can try and investigate it to find out.
What's going on?
Well, I think we should just proceed with caution and maybe keep an eye out for traps.
I could send an unseen servant ahead of us.
We don't have 7 hours for it to...
Do you have 10 minutes?
Slowly work its way down.
Oh, it's
It moves 15.
It's one action. Sorry, I was just explaining find traps. You detect any traps instantly within 120 feet radius.
Oh yeah, so that's not going to help us out.
So it's just a one-time radius effect.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. It's not actually a very good spell, to be honest.
Hey, at least it makes us proceed with caution now.
I might change it out for dark vision on the next level up, to be honest.
That would be useful for you.
Alright, well then I would like to proceed with a little bit of caution and just keep an eye out for traps.
Okay. As you begin to get closer to the decline, I can have everybody make a perception check based on sight.
Okay, so one for me and one for Drostin.
Yep.
Natural 20 for me.
19 for Hanok.
23.
Only 6.
Drostin is 21.
I keep rolling 18s.
Owly got an 18.
It'll be a 22 from my natural 20. 21 for Drostin.
All right.
Those are great rules for search for traps. I like that.
Everyone except for Aegis, who is just happily skipping along. You see, as you start to get closer to this decline, along the entirety of the walls, it looks like it's encoded in a substance.
Ooh, it's not spider webs, is it?
It's colorless.
Is it like a liquidy type thing?
I can get closer and investigate it.
Yeah, sure. I'll stick my hand in it.
It feels slippery and slimy.
Okay. Do I recognize anything like this before?
Make a history check.
Boof. Okay. 18.
You're not too familiar. You get the feeling it's some kind of excretion. But the fact that it covers the entirety of the walls is rather confusing.
Excretion, you say?
Yes.
Is it on the floor too?
Taste this.
I ain't tasting that. Avarice, you're the excretion expert here. This is like from a creature, clearly. You got any idea what this is?
I do not, actually.
Aergius? You good with nature stuff?
Is it everywhere? Like on the ceiling, the walls, and the floor?
Yep. All over.
And it's coated, right? It's not patchy.
Would this be a history check for me as well?
Anyone who wishes to, yes.
Alright, I'll make a history check. I can actually do that.
Just coming from the rocks.
And this tunnel doesn't...
16.
This tunnel doesn't branch off?
No, it continues straight forward.
Okay, 25.
When you say it's covering the tunnel, is it So is it just on the walls, or is it on the floor and ceiling as well?
That's what I was asking. Is it like a complete coat, or is it patchy?
It's on the floor, the sides, and the ceiling. And it's patchy in some places, but it seems to be consistent.
It could be just something they're using to cover up the trap, whatever that is that you had a sense about there, Tarnum.
Could be the vibrations I sensed.
Did you roll a natural 20?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know exactly what this is. Let me get the description real quick. I just heard 25. I was about to get to that, but I didn't know it's natural 22. As they're all arguing as what it could be, you do recall reading about a creature that resides in the Underdark, where it lives. Everything near it is coated in this kind of like slimy substance, which you can see right now.
Do you remember what creature it
this
was?
This is called an aboleth.
It's an aboleth. Aboleth.
Either way, how you pronounce it.
You read about those, Hanok?
I'm not usually so good with the creature stuff. Avra seems to be better with it, but I could check. Would this be history or nature?
This is history.
Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, I maybe do know something. I got 18 plus 8 is 26.
26. These creatures, they aren't everywhere, but they have been present since the beginning of time. They are evil in nature and seek enslavement of all humankind.
Yeah. Okay, guys. This is bad. Do I know anything else about these creatures other than they're big and evil?
They are aquatic.
Aquatic. Interesting.
And what else would you know? They originate from the elemental plane of water.
Okay. So they want to enslave all mankind? Is that what you said? Or something? Or they want to take over the world?
Yes.
Oh. So they want to enslave us, kill us, maybe.
They are very, very ancient.
Very, very ancient. They like water, so chances are that trap thing maybe has something to do with water.
We haven't seen a trap thing.
Didn't Tarnum roll like for a spell that lets him feel there's a trap within 120 feet? Oh, I thought that was successful. I came in when that came back.
He didn't cast a spell. There was no trap. We just rolled to see, and then we saw slime on the walls.
Oh, when he was reading off what that spell does, I thought he had cast it and was successful. Sorry.
No, you as you got closer, while it's colorless, you could still see the substance.
Yeah.
Does it make floors slippery?
It does, actually.
Oh, man. We're going to have to go slow. You know what? Did I did. I am going to put a piton in the floor and tie a rope to it.
Okay. Can I help you get down?
Yes.
All right. Does that only hold you or everybody?
It should hold everybody, I'd imagine. It's like a big stake you drive in the ground, and then I tied a rope around it.
Okay. You slam. It's not super easy because it's the stake made out of wood.
No, it's a piton. It's made for this. It's made for pounding into rock.
Okay.
For climbing.
All right. Yeah,
your climbing kit, right?
Yeah. It's not a climbing. It's not. A climbing kit is like a harness and stuff. This is the other thing that usually goes with it.
Anchor.
You see people when they go rock climbing and they've got their crampons that they run their rope through and they hook it into that bolt that's stuck in the side of the mountain. That bolt is a piton.
Yeah. So it is meant for stone then, yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like a wood stake.
No.
I'm gonna use my mage armor, one of my 5 mage armor spell scrolls, and cast a mage armor on myself.
You got 5.
But we don't have to have the spell prepared every day. Action.
You have to make a roll for that, don't you? Or,
No, it just casts.
Okay. So you have mage armor now.
I have +3 to my AC. I'm up to 14.
14. All right. So Courtney gets gets that all set up. And are you guys gonna descend now?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and
I
make.
thought we were going to turn around and walk away, to be honest.
Shut up, Trinum.
Oh god.
Go ahead and make acrobatics checks with advantage for this.
Ooh.
Okay.
Drostan's just going to blink down if he can see the bottom.
Owlet can just fly, so.
You cannot see the bottom.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I rolled a 19.
Acrobatics.
I got an unnatural 20 on a climbing thing.
Advantage.
Yes.
I got 7.
15 for me.
20 for me.
Drostan.
I'm sorry, just 19.
Natural 20.
It is a straight roll for me.
All right.
15 for me, natural 20 for Drostan.
Got it. Yeah, I think Aegis is the only one that rolled a little low. But this is more like a group effort, so you help each other out. You guys go down carefully. How long is your
Just up. Hold him.
How long is your rope, Corian?
50 feet.
50 feet. You will need more than that.
Okay, I've got 3, so
3.
yeah, I bought extra rope before we left because I thought it might be useful in the cave.
All right. So as you get closer to the end of the rope, you start tying more to it. This amount of rope gets you barely to the bottom.
All 3 of them?
Yes, all 3 of them.
Oh man.
But as you reach the bottom, it's about like 10 feet. You just kind of like slide back. You slide at the bottom, and it's an opening.
Is there still the slime everywhere?
There is slime everywhere. Yep.
Hey, but
So-
we're at the bottom, practically on our feet. We
Yes.
didn't slide all the way down into some kind of trap, so
You did not know. So, as you approach this entranceway, you can see it opens up beyond your dark vision. So you kind of let me get some color. You can see here it extends to the right and left. And in front of you, you can actually see a bridge over a pit that you cannot see the bottom of. This area here, as you start to get closer, you guys are coming in this way. This is actually like a stone path. And as you start to get closer, you can see this appears to be some sort of sheer cliff.
But we can't see what's to the left and the right.
You can see 60 feet. I think your dark vision is 60 feet. Turn.
Okay.
That's it. And it just keeps going.
Owlie's is 120 feet.
120 feet. He can see the bridge continues forward. And then there is another similar like stone pathway.
A giant
there's
bridge
something.
over a pit we can't see the bottom of. I am not going that way. That screams trap to me. I would guess these left and right are a long way round.
they're along the cliff edge. Are they
Yes, yes. This is like just a drop off right here.
Are they natural or are they like more bridge?
Go and make a nature check.
I
If I recall, you're not very good at those, but
no. 17.
Nice. These do appear natural. The bridge, of course, is not, but all of the sort of walkways, and you get the feeling this looks like a ravine. This part or these parts appear natural, and so do the caverns. But you cannot see all the way over. You can see about right here. You only know this exists because of Allie. And this is not the scale, of course, but...
Alright, so we got right, left, and forward across the bridge. Either way, we're walking near or over this chasm.
Where would you like to go?
Anybody got a three-headed coin?
I don't want to cross the bridge. I think that's
roll
could be a big trap.
Roll a d6. 1 and 2 is the first choice. 3 and 4 is the other.
I didn't bring dice.
No. Okay, so what are our options? We got the bridge, and then we can.
And the bridge is made out of stone, by the way, with no railings.
I mean, if I burn a lot of spell slots, I can fly us over.
I don't think we need to do that. We need to determine if this thing is trapped or not. Or is just structurally weak.
I also have feather fall and a scroll on my body in case we do fall.
Alright, well, I'll come over to here.
Okay.
And look...
Oh, we can actually get your figurines, too, for you guys.
Alright.
That'll help a lot.
Oh, I totally missed my figurine. Completely just drew a square on the map for no reason.
Just so I know, what is the marching order? Are you guys setting it up?
Oops, I pushed the wrong button.
I wonder where my figurine got to.
Right there.
Hmm? Oh, yeah. Well, Corian seemed to be leading the push right from the rope, so...
Yeah, I would have gone down first with the rope, just in case anybody fell. I could try and catch them.
Okay.
But I'm gonna come over here and just, like, look at the bridge, see what it looks like underneath-ish, maybe, if I can.
Alright, go make a perception check.
17.
17. It looks like it is not used a lot, but it looks sturdy.
Okay.
As you kind of like look glancing on the top of it too, it looks like there's not really any misplacement or displacement, of any dirt or stone. Looks.
How long does the bridge look, by the way?
It's about 70 feet.
Okay.
From Allie's perspective.
I say, well,
okay.
I'm not a stoneworker, but the bridge seems in good condition. I don't see any cracks.
Shall we go across one at a time to not put too much weight on it?
Well, I mean, we can still go down these side paths. Just saying the bridge is an option.
I trust you, Corian.
I don't know. I mean, we could see what's on the side pass first, and then make a decision. I mean, bridge ain't going anywhere, right?
Well, I hope not.
It's a limited time bridge offer.
Maybe it's the Rainbow Bridge. I didn't bring a rainbow drop.
Oh yeah, but Laura's over here. That's right.
That's a callback and a half there. To what, about 1980?
We don't understand these terms, Corian.
Yeah, I can't imagine too many of you have played the original Dragon Quest either, so...
It's on my list.
Left, then?
Why not?
Up to you guys.
Alright, we're going left.
All right. This is 5 feet wide. Or sorry, the bridge is 10. This pathway is 5 feet wide. So you guys would have to go single file.
Alright.
So go and position yourselves.
Don't look down.
Avers is not liking this.
I'll put my arm around him.
Actually, you're not even near me, are you?
No, but I can go back if you're nervous and help you.
I think
Seeing
you
the distress of Favors, I will come back and help him.
Sure. Actually, Allie can be there, yeah, that's right. So you guys start advancing in this direction. Not seeing much, it's just pitch blackness. Just looking at the order. Ergius, what's your passive perception? It's right below your skill sets.
It's 12.
Oh. In the corner of your eye, as you're kind of walking along, you just see something in your peripheral vision shifting.
All of us or just him?
He sees it first because it's right next to him. But let's see, that would be. Tarnum, what's your passive perception?
12.
You see it as well, but you're not like looking directly at it, but you can see there's something shifting right by him, and then you see kind of like a green glow from a form right next to him.
On the cliff?
Right here, actually. Sorry.
So this is while we're in the. This is while we're in the tunnel.
Yes.
Left. Okay, so this is like we've gone forward a little bit, right? Like
yes,
we're all properly in the tunnel. Blah blah blah.
You've been walking for several minutes.
Okay.
Just you kind of like look over to see what it is, and you see kind of like a stalk, and there's an eye looking at you about 5 feet from your face.
Oh no. Oh no.
The green glow emits from it, and you actually see this form. It looks kind of like a floating disc, but more cylindrical. You see one eye stalk, but there are two actually. They're long and protruding out of the top of his body. Blue tendrils extend out the bottom of it, which is actually allowing it to fly off in the air. What was that?
Do any of us see this?
You can now make a perception check as it is out now making a noise.
All of us?
You now see it, Tarnum. Just
16.
Corian and Hinook.
17.
16. 17. You begin to hear this noise of some. It's not making noise from like walking, but you can hear the noise of it flying.
This isn't the kind of. This isn't like the thing we talked about, right? The underwater realm enslaving humanity creature.
You look over to it and you don't recognize it.
Okay.
But as you all kind of notice its presence, or just in your mind, you don't actually hear it speak, but in your mind you hear, "And who are you?" As it kind of like blinks and stares at you.
Like, is it just conversation in my mind, or do I just say it out loud?
You communicate in your mind.
I am Ergius.
I haven't seen you before. Maybe. The green glow off of it kind of emits even more as it then begins to kind of walk around or fly around to like inspecting each of you. I haven't seen any of you before.
What's it doing?
Howdy.
Can we hear it? Is it talking to all of us or still just Ergius?
As it's kind of like glancing at each of you, it's like saying, it's telling each of you. And now it can communicate to more than one person, but at first it was initially focusing at Ergius.
Well, we haven't seen you before either.
That's pretty fair. What are you all doing down here?
It's
campers.
What was that, Turner?
We're lost campers.
Dude,
This wasn't the best place to get lost.
Why is that?
Do you know where you are?
Not really.
Well, this is the Continental Ravine. You're not going in the best position right now. I wouldn't recommend continuing where you're going.
Where's it going?
yeah.
To the territory of a rather large being.
One of them aboleth creatures?
Oh no, those reside at the very bottom of the ravine.
Are
We
you
just
sure
call it the worm.
Are you sure it resides there? Because we just passed through a cave that was slick with aboleth slime.
Yes, it has tended to coat everything. There are
worm?
multiple of them. Yes, the worm.
Multiple ones.
Yes, there are multiple that reside below at the bottom, but I wouldn't recommend going to them.
No, we don't have an intention of doing so. Do you know this area? Do you know how to navigate this place?
Here I do. I have lived here for a little while. Not just me, but with all my friends.
Would you and your friends like to help us?
Possibly. And it kind of like points over, and you can see on the ravine walls, you can see more close to you actually, because you can't see the other side. But you can see some forms deeper down, kind of have the same, look almost identical, but don't have the glow. Now you can see the green glow actually turns into a pink one from this being that's right next to you.
Can I ask your name and who or what you are?
I am it's a Ziggy.
This is Ziki. Would I know what those things are?
Make a history check.
15 plus 8, 23.
23. This is actually its name, but the actual creature itself is called a flump.
A flump. Okay, so what's a flump?
It is a quite common resident of the Underdark. They're kind of spattered around, and they feed off of like the mental thoughts and radiation, or like mental radiation of evil creatures that can communicate telepathically. They are naturally good-natured.
Okay. Okay, so, I'm thinking like I want to tell it what our business is because they might know about the person we're hunting down here. I don't know if I want to. Because Tarnum told them that we're just random people wandering down here.
Should we gone across the bridge?
Well, that's a better option, but that leads to another bad place.
What's in that bad place?
Well, the residents that live there call it Talfalia.
Talfalia?
It's a city of dark elves.
And what about to the right? Like if we didn't cross the bridge but went to the right instead of the left?
That extends for a little bit, but it runs into a dead end. Sometimes the worm visits there as well, but more so on the left side.
And the worm is code for those creatures, right? The aboleth?
Oh no, those are at the very bottom. The worm, I'll just say it's big.
It's big. Like
it's one of those worms. Gotcha.
Probably about 4 times your length.
What kind of creature is he talking about? Oh, worm. Oh, like purple worms and that? Okay, yeah. Well, do you guys spend a lot of time with the Drow City over there?
I've only only been over to the area once, and I don't really wish to go back. It's very dangerous over there.
It's understandable.
The ground itself is always a bad place to be at, but even the air over there, it's filled with cloakers.
Do they trade with surface people?
Occasionally I'll see a drow elf pass through this bridge, but when I see them come back, they're either carrying some food supplies or, well, most of the time it's slaves.
Okay, so no. The answer's no.
Trading, no, but they do go up there on rare
I
occasions.
just had a really good idea. Urgius, you say you have a disguise kit, yeah?
He does, yes.
I wonder if he could make himself look like one of them, and we've got those chains, and we can look like his slaves.
Well, there is match
short. Like Avarice could maybe.
Does he have Ergius? Do you have a spell of disguise?
No, I don't have anything for disguise spells.
I mean, I could turn the ball. That's about it. Do you have invisibility, Ergius?
Could he give his kit to someone else and disguise them?
Disguise kit, you could, yes.
Maybe we could disguise you then, Avarice, and we can all look like your slaves.
We still have to deal with the cloakers, possibly, too, ruining our disguise.
I don't know anything about them.
The Flump says, well, are you all planning to go over there?
We're thinking about it.
Well, if you do, I do know from the one time I was there, just stay on the stone path. It protects you.
Okay, very good. What would happen? So you said that there's a giant worm in the worm over here. What's past the giant worm?
I have not. I've gone for a couple days, but it just continues on. I decided to come back after my excursion.
Okay, so not like a back. Wonder if that was a back entrance into the city or something, but it doesn't sound like it. Okay.
Have you recently seen other non-drow pass this way?
Yesterday I did. Or, well, it was roughly a day ago.
Which way did they go?
They went towards the city. I got a bad sense from them. I can usually detect the innate goodness or evilness of people, and I informed my friends to stay away from them because I didn't get a good vibe from them. But they continued on, apparently not seeing us.
Can you tell when people are being truthful or not?
No, but I can tell some people's intentions.
Yeah, I see.
Hey,
I approached all of you because you all didn't appear evil in nature.
See, Corian, I told you I'm not evil.
I don't believe it.
Hey, listen, he knows I'm not evil, right?
He says he can't tell that.
No, he says he just can't tell if I'm lying, but he can tell if I was evil.
He can only read your current intentions.
How do you? Oh, you're the expert on this now, aren't you?
So, well, I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna minor illusion a middle finger at Corian.
Okay, so we've got a list for 4 humans, 2 elves, 2 pigs. We've got 1 collar that marks us as belonging to a person,
Tarmara.
and we've got 1 permit to get back into the city. And there are how many of us are there? 1, 2, 3,
6.
6.
4 of us
7.
plus
6.
No, it's
7.
Actually, no.
7 plus Owly. Although
Well, I mean,
Owly could be
I get-
dispelled.
I mean, Owly can be dismissed. Yeah.
But yeah, if you count draw stand, that's 7 right there.
6 without draw stand.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to just try to use the paperwork and forge it?
Okay, well, first off, is there anything that you need from us? Flumph.
No, I was just curious. And you can actually you can see why it was named, or why the name of it. The sound it makes from flying is that noise that it's named after.
Is he
I think this thing's adorable.
And this is no. I sometimes get curious when new people come in because we don't get many.
Would you like me to send you a postcard every now and then?
What's a postcard?
It's like, oh, it's amazing. It's like this piece of card, and you can take a picture of, or, well, I guess I'd have to draw the picture of places on the surface, and I could give it you every now and then.
I've never been to the surface, so I'd like that.
Well, if you want to come to the surface after we're done with this, you can travel with us for a little while if you're interested in that.
Well, I wouldn't really have any food.
What do you eat?
My food supply is the things down there.
Oh.
Evil beings and such.
I can stay
Only
out
we
of their
have-
range.
Right. All right. Well, you guys wouldn't by chance have any like random shiny things you found over the years that you keep in your caves, left by previous people down here?
every person we meet?
Listen, they might have something useful that's drow related that we could use to get into the city.
Every person we meet.
Get a muzzle too.
There's only stone here. Do you want some stone?
No, I'm good.
There's plenty of it.
I'm already stoned.
What about black dust?
Because I haven't seen any of that before.
Is that a koi
It's
reference?
like
to gunpowder?
black stone dust.
I'm sure you can find some on the ground, but this flump does not have any in its position. No, just reach
Alright.
into its pockets.
All right, Izzy. Well, I guess we turn around and go back to the bridge.
Yep.
All right. So, and by the turnaround, you just basically just completely turn around and walk in the same path because you can't pass each other.
Right.
It just waves at you and says bye.
See you later.
See,
And
Izzy.
you hear the noise as it starts to fly back down.
See you again.